You're not cold. Mandehum Sri Guru Siyatadar Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Sa Sri Rupam Sagajatam Sahaganara Gunadam Dam Dam Sativam Sadvitam Savadhutam Parijana Saridam Krishna Caitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Bodham Zaganalita Sri Vishavam Vidansa Ajnanati Vidandasya Yanandana Sadakaya Chakshuramiridam Jena Tasmai Shri Namah Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vaibhava Puri Goswami Niti Namine Gauravani Pajaraya Krita Sankalpa Murtaye Krishna Shakti Swarupaya Sri Bhakti Vadaine Namaha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Dinanya Srivasapanavi Devi Daitaya Kripadaye Krishna Sambandha Vidyadaya Prabhe Namo Namo Gur Kisoraya Shakshatvairagya Murtaye Vipalambara Sampati Padam Buddhage Namo Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Sachitanandanamine Gaurashakti Swarupaya Rupanuga Vadayate Gaurvibhava Bhumestam Yadashta Sadhana Priyam Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Sri Charanatayate Namah Manchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva ca Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namah Buddhaya Krishna Prem Buddhaya Krishna eva Krishna Caitanya Namine Gaurikise Namah Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpati Gopisa Gopika Kanda Radha Kanda Namoste Tapta Kansana Gaurange Radhe Vrindavaneswari Vrishabhanu Sudhidevi Panamami Hari Priye Jayatam Surato Bhangumamam Dantatmadevati Madhyavasya Vidam Bodho Sri Radha Madhana Mohana Divyatvindharanya Kalpatu Madhav Srimadatnagara Simhasanasto Sri Radha Sila Govinda Devo Pastalipisevamano Smadhavi Srimad Rasarasaram Vivamsi Vadadastita Gausham Venu Svanai Gopiya Gopinata Sriyesvana Vrindavai Tulasi Devai Priyaya Kesavasya Jam Krishna Bhakti Bhakti Satyavadaya Namo Namah Panchadhatvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namam Bhakti Shaktikam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ramo Ramo Hare Hare. Namo Vishwaram Sachidanandarupam Yosakundalam Gopurapajamaram Vishwaram Sachidanandarupam Yashodabhyoloka Radhavamanam Krishna So the most confidential part of Kartik month is on Monday, where most intimate pastimes are celebrated in Vrindavan. Just the most sacred place in Vrindavan city, just opposite of our temple. It is called Sevakunj. So because we are not qualified and fit to hear these high topics, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the Yuga avatar of the Kali Yuga.
It's so small, Maharaj.
He explains in a way that we people from the Kali Yuga may get some idea what was happened. And he showed us how we can attain, or how we celebrate, and how we can understand this high level of relation to the Supreme Lord. So in Madhya Kanda chapter 18 is exactly that this may be discussed by Vrindavan Thakur, who was a disciple of Lord Nityananda. Lord Nityananda is the Rasi incarnation. He is, whenever Krishna appears, he appears also. So Lord Caitanya is Krishna, Radha Krishna in one person. And Nityananda Prabhu is the most merciful. He appeared as Nityananda. In the last Yuga he appeared as Balaram. And in the Ram Leela he appeared as Lakshman. So in all the Leelas he is always together with the Lord. So this maybe we can hear some parts. We'll see if we are able to follow. Vrindavan Thakur states to glorify the Lord. All glory to Lord Gaudiya, the benefactor of the world. Kindly place your lotus feet upon a cushion deep within my heart. You are the life and soul of Lord Nityananda and Swarup Damodar Goswami. You are the abode of all excellences and the protector of your devotees. All glories to you and your devotees. One attains the highest perfection, Krishna Prem, by hearing the pastimes of Lord Caitanya as he gradually unfolds the transcendental mystery of the congregational chanting of Lord Krishna's holy name. Kindly hear these narrations of the Madhya Kanda attentively as they reveal the pastimes of Vishwambara, dancing dressed as Lakshmi Devi, the goddess of fortune and eternal consort of Sri Narayan. So one day Vishwambara told his devotees that he wanted a dance drama arranged. He called for Buddhimanda Khan, instructed him, prepare a stage for a dance drama, get the costumes, conch shells, bangles, brassiers, silk saris, ornaments, and other items for everyone. I will take the role of Lakshmi Devi. Gadadhar Pandit will take the role of Rukmini Devi, and Brahmananda will be her lady companion. Subhabhata, Nityananda will play my grandmother, and Haridas will play the guard, responsible to keep everyone awake. Srivas will be Narad Muni. Sri Ram will be his Brahma disciple and take messages. And Shriman will insist on being the torch-bearer. So Buddhimanda quickly go and arrange everything. I want to dance. So Sadashiva and Buddhimanda became very enlivened and happily went off to make the necessary arrangements. He pulled out a canopy made in Gaudiya for just such occasions and built a nice enclosure and stage. He also bought the different required costumes and placed them before the Lord. Vishwambara was pleased with the costume, and he said, today I will dance as the potency and consort of the Supreme Lord. So the eternal consort of the Supreme Lord is Lakshmi in Vaikuntha, is Sita in Ram Lila, and is Radha in the Vrindavan Lila. So only those who are in control of their senses may enter the house to see the performance. So he wanted that nobody who cannot control his senses, they may not enter and may not see this. Others should not enter. At first, upon hearing that Vishwambara would dance as Lakshmi Devi, the Vaishnavas were happy and excited. Later, when the Lord explained the conditions he had set, they became depressed in spirit. So when he explained that only those in control of the senses, they become depressed in spirit. So the first person to react was Advaita Acharya. He drew a line, not qualified, up on the floor and said, I cannot see the dance today. I come under the category of persons with uncontrolled senses. So I have no business seeing the dance. Srivas Pandit joined in saying, yes, I also feel the same way. Chaitanya gave a short laugh and said, if you do not come, then for whom am I to dance? Lord Caitanya then supremely scintillating actor reviewed his instruction and said, all of you do not worry, today you will be the most perfect and self-controlled yogis. You will not be attacked by delusion upon seeing my dance. This is in the power of Lord Caitanya. This is even in the power of his pure devotee. In his presence you may not be able to that your mind is going mad. So Advaita, Srinivas and all the other Vaishnavas become merry again and follow the Lord to Chandrasekhara Acharya's house. Mother Sati Devi, accompanied by Vishnu Priya Devi, and the female relatives of all the Vaishnavas went to attend Chaitanya's dance performance, which they had heard would be a unique opportunity to see Chaitanya portraying Lakshmi Devi. So Chandrasekhara Acharya was indeed a very fortunate soul to have Chaitanya reveal such an unprecedented pastime in his house. Chaitanya sat down with all the devotees and allocated the different roles to them. Advaita Acharya with folded hands inquired repeatedly, "Which role you would like me to play?" The Lord replied, "All the roles are at your disposal. Choose whichever you like." So Advaita Acharya was at loss as to which role to play. He made the usual expressions and danced about floating on clouds of ecstasy. The other Vaishnavas began jubilant, melodious Krishna Kirtan led by Mukunda, who sang with a clear, charming voice, "Sing Bolo Ram Krishna Hari Gopal Govinda." First to enter the drama arena was Haridas Thakur, dressed as a god, flourishing a fully grown, flowing mustache, a turban tied around his head, and a piece of cloth tied tightly around his waist. With an ominous-looking stick, he wanted everyone, "Here now, here now. My brothers, look sharp and sit up. The Lord and soul of the universe. See, Chaitanya will now dance as Lakshmi Devi." He wiggled his stick and paced about as his body horripilated due to loving sentiments for Krishna. In the audience, they stirred the same spiritual emotions. With a loud and arrogant voice he declared, "Worship Lord Krishna, render service unto him and chant his holy names." The devotees broke out into peals of laughter, seeing this new appearance of Haridas, and asked, "Who are you? What are you doing here?" Haridas Thakur replied, "I am a god in Vaikuntha. Continuously I travel everywhere to awaken Krishna consciousness in all. The Supreme Lord has left his eternal abode, Vaikuntha, to descend here and distribute Krishna Prem indiscriminately and profusely. Today he will dance in the role of Lakshmi Devi. So you should diligently and greedily collect the available love of Krishna." Saying this, he twirled his hand-labor mustache and moved about the arenas, thumping and loudly exclaiming with his partner, Murari Gupta. Both these devotees are pure loving servants of Krishna. And indeed, Lord Caitanya is always residing within their hearts. Soon, Srivas Pandit entered the arena. He was dressed as Narad Muni and looking very joyful. He had a long white beard, his body was decorated with little dots of sandalwood bast. He carried a veena over his shoulder and held a kusha glass in his hands. He looked about himself as he stood in the middle of the arena. Ramai Pandit followed him in with a folded sitting mat under his arm, holding a renunciate's water pot. Spread a mat for Narada to sit upon. It was as if Narad Muni had appeared in person. The devotees were impressed with Narada's makeup and laughed in appreciation. But Advaita spoke up in a loud, grave voice. Who are you and what brings you here? Shivas replied, listen carefully to my narration. Narada is my name. I'm a singer. I sing about Krishna and travel the length and breadth of this unlimited cosmos in search of Krishna. I have just been to Vaikuntha and there I was informed that Krishna has come to Navadvip. In Vaikuntha I noticed that the houses were empty and practically no one was inside. In sight, no, not seen. I could not remain in such desolate place, even if it were Vaikuntha. So I remember my Lord and came here. Today my Lord is dancing here dressed as Lakshmi Devi. That is why you find me here. When she was finished speaking, the Vaishnavas had no doubt that in speech, looks, action, and character, Shivas was the very same person as Narada. The devotees greeted him with loud applause. Mother Sachi was sitting with the other buyers and pure ladies drinking the nectar of Krishna consciousness that flowed freely in the play. She asked Malini Devi, is that Pandit your good husband? Malini replied, indeed it is so. Sachideva is the mother of the universe. She marveled at Srivas Pandit's present appearance, and feeling uncontrollable joy, she fell down unconscious. Everyone was amazed at this wonderful sight. The ladies around Sachidevi chanted Krishna's name into her ears, and slowly she regained consciousness. Then, remembering Krishna and Govinda, she again becomes spiritually restless, making it difficult for the ladies to hold her still. Inside and outside of the house, people were moved by wonderful spiritual emotions, and they wept oblivious of everything. Inside the dressing room, Vishwambara had finished dressing, and suddenly he was overcome and captured by the emotion and moods of Rukmini Devi. The Lord forgot himself, thinking and feeling like the princess of Vrindavan, Vidarbha, Rukmini Devi. He wanted to write a letter to Krishna for help. Tears rolled down his cheeks, become his ink. Mother urged the paper and his fingers, the pen, he wrote down the 7th verse of Rukmini's Devi's letter to Krishna from the Srimad Bhagavatam. Then enraptured devotees watched the drama with moistened eyes. Now hear these verses which call the Supreme Lord to become the husband, the only beloved and protector of Rukmini Devi. Before the devotees, Chaitanya started speaking with the mood and emotion of position, aristocracy, character, wealth, beauty, good behavior, and palaces all seem futile and empty. O Supreme Lord, forgive my shamelessness, for I cannot refrain my yearning heart from rushing out to meet you. Thus I have earned your lotus feet and offer my mind, my intelligence, my very life to you. Now kindly make me your maidservant by accepting me as your wife. Let not terribly fate make me the object of Shishupal's pleasure. O Lord, let me be your property, so that which is meant for the lion may not be absorbed by the jackals. If I have truly worshipped and served the lotus feet of the Supreme Person of Godhead, Achyuta, Vishnu, by austerity, pious works, sacrifices, charity, rituals, and vows, and also by worshipping the demigods, brahmanas and gurus, then may Gadadha, Gadhakraja, the Lord who holds the make, come and take my hand, and not Tamagosha's son, Shishupal, or anyone else. May you become my eternal master, and Shishupal be driven out of my life forever. This is the only favor I ask of you. Tomorrow I am supposed to wed this Shishupal, so come immediately without delay. At first remain secretly near the palace in hiding. Then enter the palace, assembly with your army. You must take me from the midst of such kings as Shaibya, Salva, Jarasandha, with your valor and might. This is the opportunity to show off your Kshatriya pride and strength. Your wife is not meant to be discarded by Shishupal. However, you will have to kidnap me from amongst my friends and relatives. So you must be careful not to harm them. I have a plan how this can be accomplished. I place it for approval at your lotus feet. It is customary in our family that the bride visits the temple of Durga Devi on the day before her marriage. It is the best chance for you to kidnap me with her, without hurting my friends. Forgive me, my Lord, if I sound offensive, but the dust of your lotus feet is covered by all the goddesses and demigods, and even Lord Shiva desires to cover his body with this dust. If you do not offer me the same as a token of your mercy, then I will surely take an oath to quit this body. O my lotus-eyed Lord, please listen. I'm willing to go to as many lifetimes as I required, but I must receive the dust of your lotus feet. Chaitanya turned to the Brahmana and said, "Have you heard carefully, O Brahmana? Now run swiftly to Krishna with this message and beg him on my behalf." Thus the Lord manifested Rukmini's mood and emotions, making the devotees sometimes weep and at other times laugh. All this happening under the influence of love of Krishna. Chandrasekhara's house reverberated with the jubilant sounds of Lord Hari's name. Haridas continued his duty as the guard who wakes up everyone, and Shiva's Pandit playing Narad Muni contributed by dancing. The first scene ended upon this very note. So the second scene commenced with Gadadhar Pandit was as Rama Devi entering the arena with her old lady companion and acted Brahmananda. Brahmananda was so well costumed with a net-like cloth strapped over her shoulders that he was unrecognizable in his role as an old lady with a stick in one hand and a basket clamped under the other arm. Haridas inquired, to where are your ladies traveling? Ramananda replied, Mathura is our destination. And Srivas Pandit broke off further. Who are your husband? Ramananda relayed, why must you know that? Shiva said, it is not proper to ask. Ramananda simply said, yes, and shook his head. Gangadas said, where will you stay today? Ramananda replied, why do you ask? Or will you give us a place? Gangadas said, that is a big request, no need for further discussion. You should move away from here. So Advaitacharya then spoke up. What is the necessity for such interrogations? Others' wives are to be respected as one's mother. So why talk in this manner? However, my Lord is extremely fond of singing and dancing, so dance now and you will receive some handsome rewards. So Advaitacharya's words were soothing to Gadadhar Pandit, and being encouraged and pleased, he began to dance. He was dressed as Rama Devi, Lakshmi Devi, and his dancing was enrapturing. The devotees sang appropriate songs in accompaniment. The devotees found themselves unable to remain patient. They were moved to tears by Gadadhar's ecstatic dancing. Gadadhar's tears of love of Krishna cascaded down to be received most gratefully by the fortunate Mother Earth. It was as if Ganga Devi had appeared in person. Indeed, the transcendental internal potency of Lord Krishna was perfectly portrayed. As Lord Caitanya would so often say, Gadadhar is my dearest companion from Vaikuntha. So those present in the assembly, the performing artists and the audience were enraptured in Krishna Prem for the mercy of Lord Caitanya. All around, Lord Hari's name was chanted loudly, accompanied by tears of loving ecstasy. Radha Pandit stepped in the mood of a gopi, danced and danced. Just then Vishwamba entered the arena dressed as the original pleasure potency of the Lord, Radharani. And his fond Nityananda as the all-grandmother Purnamasi walked slightly bent, looking astutely about herself. Her whole demeanor exuded ecstatic love for Krishna. The Vaishnava assembly greeted them with loud, jubilant applause. It was impossible to recognize Chaitanya as he had dressed himself very well and looked most charming. The audience saw just two ladies, the elderly lady played by Nityananda Prabhu and the young enchantress played by Chaitanya. But nothing indicated their actual identities. The assembly tried to guess who was who, but nobody could definitely decide. They started to wonder that Ramadevi, Lakshmi Devi just now appeared out of the ocean, or where this Sita Devi, the consort of Ramchandra. Maybe she was Mahalakshmi, the eternal consort of Lord Narayan, or Parvati Devi, the wife of Lord Shiva. Is this the most precious gem of Vrindavan? Srimad Radharani, or perhaps Ganga Devi, or even Mahamaya. So we close here today. Is there any comments or anything? Understood. Beautiful pastimes written by the empowerment of Lord Nityananda, written by Vrindavan Das. They are experiencing what they are writing. They are living in Kali Yuga. This is very difficult what to say of the most confidential pastimes. So, still some left. Chaitanya. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavata ki jai, Sri Vrindavan Das Thakur ki jai, Sri Gurudev Nitya Leela Bhavistam Vishnupada Paramahamsa Pujacharya Ashtota Shata Sri Srimad Bhakti Vaibhava Puri Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Nitai Guru Premanandi Mansa Kalpataru Vaishnava